still Pride Month. You might be able to hear the birds, and I'm in my spare room from a different angle than my last one that I was in my spare room because I'm still working without a tripod. I'm planning on getting one of those in the future. Yeah, so today I want to talk about a topic that I think is important, which is visibility in the media. What is happening with the blue? Wish I knew how to edit better. Anyway, so I'm gonna talk to you today about Bi Erasure. What is Bi Erasure, Megan? Well, I will tell you. Okay, so bisexuality. Erasure, erased from media or whatever. There's also many other erasures. There's trans erasure and ace erasure and queer erasure and blah 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 blah. There's many. But I'm going to talk about Bi Erasure because it's something that affects me, and I notice it a lot more because it affects me because I'm selfish. I made a script for this about 2 or 3 months ago, actually. So let's see how it goes without actually reading it before I started this video. Yeah. With Bi Erasure, we see in the media that bisexuality is generally dismissed. If it's not dismissed, it's used as a funny little thing to attract a male, or no, that's generally it. The two things that I can think of off the top of my head where there has been bisexuality open and it's said as bisexuality is 2.5 Men, episode a long time ago where he finds out his girlfriend's, or Charlie's girlfriend's daughter is bisexual, and that's used as a point for him to be attracted to her more. Also in Dodgeball, where at the end you find out that Vince Vaughn's love interest is not gay or straight, but she's bi, but that's used as a, hey look, I'm into girls, but my girlfriend's totally into the fact that I want to sleep with you. In fact, you can join us because bisexuality is an invitation to a threesome? I don't know. Anyway, with bisexuality, it's generally a dismissed thing. For example, my favorite TV show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which you've probably heard me talk about before on this channel, has the character Willow, who is probably my favorite character. She admittedly has a crush on Xander, who is her best male friend for years and years and years. She falls in love with a guy in high school named Oz, but she meets Tara in college, who is a woman, and they fall in love, and from that point forward, she calls herself a lesbian. Fine, how you identify yourself is however you feel, but at that point forward, she doesn't have any interest in Xander anymore. She won't point out how attractive men are. When a man is pointed out to her as attractive, she goes, I don't know, I'm a lesbian, and all this stuff. Which is weird to me because from up to that point, she was interested in men and she was attracted to men. And now with Tara, she's only attracted to women. Like, there's this switch. I don't know if this is bad writing. I don't want to say it's anything bad because Joss Whedon is God, but I don't know. There is even an episode called Doppelganger earlier in the series where we meet Vampire Willow, and Willow makes the offhanded joke that she thinks that Vampire Willow might be a little gay. And Angel goes, well, vampires are kind of like showing the true who you are, but kind of gets cut off and just kind of goes, yeah, that's weird. So it's just mostly implied that she's gay. But like I said, up to the point where she meets Tara, she's interested in men. She's not bi though, she's straight and then gay. There is no other sexuality spoken about. There's even this great example of this whole thing in the episode Him, where there's this man, or this boy actually, who puts on this magical jersey which makes every female attracted to him. And Willow falls in love with him because that's the power of the jersey, but she goes on to like say, I love him more, and it's obvious I love him more because I look past the fact that he's a man. And then she goes into this whole thing, but maybe I can find a spell to turn him into a woman. But why not just love him as a man? Because before you would, like I said, it's weird. Maybe they don't understand how sexuality works. I don't know. So the actress Allison Hannigan, who plays Willow, also plays the character Lily from How I Met Your Mother. Lily is a straight, married woman who has a overwhelming crush on her best friend, Robin, who is a woman. And you can say, yes, her orientation is never really discussed, but that's part of this erasure thing is it's not like bisexuality is kind of just pushed under the rug. It's like, oh, if she's gay, we talk about how she's gay or how she loves all these women. If she's straight, we talk about how she's straight. Maybe not, but it's implied in the writing because Hollywood and mainstream media, straight women, obvious unless they're gay, then they're gay. But bisexuality isn't spoken about, which makes it not visible. Yeah, where I'm coming from? No? Okay, well, let me continue. For more examples, there is Piper from Orange is the New Black. It's kind of walked around that she probably is bisexual, but she is in love with Alex, who's a woman, and she's in love with her fiance, whose name I forget at this moment because Larry. It's Larry, isn't it? It's Larry? Yeah? Okay. Anyway, she's in love with these two people, and one's a man, one's a woman, and they identify as so, and she is, like, said, oh, back in the day when I was with Alex, I was kind of gay. But she was never bisexual. I don't know. Just another example. By the way, Orange is the New Black, one of the best shows ever. Watch it if you haven't. Do it. 2 seasons are up now. Do it. There's Ricky from Geely, who is a gay woman, who falls in love with Ben Affleck and becomes straight. And then there's Alyssa. Alyssa? Am I saying that right? I don't know. From Chasing Amy, who's a gay woman, falls in love with Ben Affleck and becomes straight. Maybe Ben Affleck knows how to cure the gay. Crazy homophobes out there, go check out him. Maybe he's got some magic powers. Either way, at the end of Chasing Amy, she goes back to dating women. But she was in love and had strong feelings for Ben Affleck. Again, it's never discussed the possibility of bisexuality. There's also Chloe from the movie Pitch Perfect, which is a mainly female cast, and does talk about sexuality and is diverse cast and blah blah blah. It's a great movie, go watch it. Where they have a character who identifies as straight, dates men, has sex with men, but obviously has this crush on female characters. It's not explicit, but it's definitely coded. It's pretty close to explicit. If you remember the singing shower scene, or well, there's many different examples of it. But yeah, she's never discussed her sexuality anything other than straight. She dates men, blah blah blah. So yeah, like I said, how one identifies their sexuality is their own choice. But I would like to see characters who identify themselves as bisexual in mainstream media. Otherwise, you're just pushing an entire sexuality under the carpet. I know this is not just a problem for bisexuality, and that it's for many other genders and sexualities and orientations and such, but it would be great to see a character who was openly bisexual and talked about themselves as so. I know there are a few, but there are very few. So let's do it. Let's make lots of those characters bi. I don't know. Visibility is good for everyone. For everyone.